Good morning, students. Welcome back to plus two second year English. The name of the poem is A Sum of Life, written by H.W. Longfellow. We have already gone through the poem. Today we shall discuss about its short questions and answers. Yes, the first question is here is the first question. Yes. Does the title suggest what the poem is about? Yes, the title suggests what the poem is about. What does the poet say about life in the first stanza? About life, the poet say in the first stanza about life, the poet says that life is not an empty dream, rather it is full of opportunities. Next, what does the poet mean by life is real, life is earnest? By life is real and life is earnest, the poet means that life is full of opportunities and it gives us a chance to produce something and to become somebody someday. What is the poet's observation on soul? Yes, on soul, the poet observes that soul is immortal. That is to say, the fire cannot burn it, water cannot drown it. Drown mal bude deba. Life is not a body. Life is soul. Okay. Now next, what is the poet's observation? Okay, quote the line which means death is not the goal of life. So here, and the grave is not its goal. This line says that the death is not the goal of life, right? So we should not lead our life accordingly. We shall lead our life as if we will live forever, even after we die. What attitude does the poet challenge in the first two stanzas? Is the attitude manobhava the poet positive or negative? Right, in the first two stanzas the poet challenges the attitude of the pessimistic people who say life is an empty dream. The poet's attitude is positive because he says life is real, life is earnest. Now let's move to the next question, that is 7. Question number 7. Dost thou art to dost thou returnest. This expression alludes to the Bible. What are the other lines in the poem that makes an allusion to the Bible? Yes, the other allusions to the Bible are our heads like muffled drums are beating funeral marches to the grave. Again, another quotation is in the world's broad field of battle, in the bivouac of life, be not like a dumb driven cattle. Next, 8. What does the poet say about the goal of life in stanza? Yes, the goal of life is not grave. The goal of life is to act so that each tomorrow finds us farther than today. Next, what is the poet's observation on art? The poet observes that art is long, it is permanent, it is undying. Time cannot destroy it. So it will exist even after the death of the artist. So it's permanent. Next, be a hero in the stripe. ସଂଘର୍ଷରେ ତମେ ହିରୋ ହେଇଯାଅ. ଇଜ୍ ବୀର ଭଳିଆ କାମ କର. ଇଜ୍ ଇଟ୍ an inspiring call of the poet? What other things does the poet urge us to do? So yes, it is an inspiring call of the poet. The poet wants us to be up and doing, to act better, to leave behind footprints so that for others to follow, to achieve and pursue. And question number 11. Why does the poet prefer the present to past and future? Yes, the poet says future is uncertain. We may live or not. Past is dead and buried. Only the present is at hand. So we should make our present sublime. Next word is question. What do the lives of a great man remind us? The lives of a great man all remind us that we can make our lives sublime by doing honest labor, by dedicating life for the mankind as they have done. So next, how do the example of great men help a person in distress? When a person is in distress, he follows the footprints of the great men, gets courage, hope, sails the boat of life more vigorously than before. Next, how can we make our life sublime? Last stanza. Yes, we can make our life sublime by being up and doing, keeping heart ready for any fate, learning to labor, achieving more and pursuing more. Next, 15. Yes, do you find each stanza has 4 lines rhyming alternatively at the end, and each stanza has a recurrent panoponico barambar asuschi rhythm pattern, 8 syllables, 7 syllables, 8 syllables, 7 syllables. What is the rhyme scheme of the poem? Yes, the other such the rhyme pattern of the poem is A B A B. Next, the poet uses some depressing words as mournful, empty, dead, grave. What other such words does he use in the poem? The other such depressing words are muffled drums, funeral marches, departing, speak wrecked brother, forlorn, etc. Question number 7. Yes, just 1 minute. Let's move. Yes, this is question. What is the tone of the poem, inspiring or the despairing? The tone of the poem is inspiring. Swara. Next, simile is a figure of speech making comparison between two. Simile means upama. So, between two unlike things based on a similarity in one aspect. Still, like muffled drums, stanza 4 line 3. What are similes do you find? What other similes do you find in the poem? The other similes in the poem is be not like dumb driven cat. Life is but an empty dream. What figure of speech is used here? Quote another line of the same stanza in which this figure of speech is used. Life is but an empty dream. It may be a simile. Another such a comparison in the same stanza is and things are not what they seem. So next, yes, tail piece read the following. Carpe diem. Oh, gather me the rose. Oh, gather me the rose, while yet in the flower we find it. For summer smiles, but summer goes, and winter waits behind it. Now let's for with the dream foregone, the deed foregone forever, to warm regret will canker on, and time will turn him never. So well it were to love my love and cheat of any laughter, the death beneath us and above, the dark before and the after, the metal and the rose, the sunshine and the sallow, the dream that comes, the wish that goes, the memories that follow. So that is the end of today's lesson. We shall discuss about the other topics in our next class. Till then, bye. Thank you.